This is the sacred mountain to the east, and it's the Mount Blanca is what they call it in English, but in the language of our people it's called Cisnachin. This is the first mountain that the Diné encountered when they came into this part of the continent, and it's seen from the east here, and it's the one that looked like it has a black belt, but the belt is actually the vegetation along the ridges and that go up as far as the timberline, and so it looks like it has a belt that's made out of the dark parts of the surface at the base of the mountain. So it's called the Cisnachin. Cis is belt, Nachin is that it comes down off of the mountain. And it's the first sacred mountain to the east. And this area, as we are told by the old people, is that the grass grew very tall here, about almost waist high. And there was buffalo and pronghorn, antelope and that in great numbers. And this is the area that the Diné looked out over here to the north, and they saw these mountains with the piles of snow on top. And so they referred to it as Topaz. That means there were hills of water. So they understood that when the snow melted, it produced water. They called it Topaz. This is the place that the Diné came into the area first. So there are a lot of stories and songs and prayers that mention this area and the ceremonial settings and so on, and the abundance of wildlife. And as I mentioned, the grass grew very tall, about waist high is what they had to say about the vegetation. And then the other thing about the land area to the north of us here and to the south, there are places where there are large areas of white sand. Sebathataskay is the way that they refer to it. Those are areas that are designated as special lands and that set aside for Park Service type lands. And today we can still see some of these mountains and how the Diné came into this area. It must have been about the fall of the year, because they referred to the grass areas as it was yellow. Some even call it Sekahotkel, which means the white gray areas that are on the land surface. It's also very important to understand that the Rio Grande has the headwaters to these mountains here to the north of this sacred mountain here, and the water for the Rio Grande flowing in this direction, which is to the east. And then also the snows melt and they flow to the west into the Gunnison Valley, and then from there it flows into the Colorado River. The stories are told about this area when the Diné first came into this part of the continent some 2,000 years ago, and those are the things that we are told.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.